Welcome back to another episode, and today we are talking about Man of Steel. As we continue our countdown to the Snyder Cut, it's right around the corner, guys. It's coming very, very quickly. Faster than a speeding bullet, like Superman. But guys, this one, of course, this is the one that started off, Snyder's vision of what a DC movie can be. This starring Henry Cavill, but guys, it's not just Henry Cavill in this film. This has when you go back and look at this film, what a fantastic, fantastic cast. Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, Lawrence Fishburne, Russell Crowe. Guys, just a fantastic cast across the board. I only saw this once. I saw this once originally when it came out on Blu-ray. A friend of mine lent it to me to check it out. And I liked it so much, of course, I went and I picked it up right away. But only seeing it once, when it came out a long time ago. But now, going back and checking out on 4K for the first time, seeing what it looked like, I love this film. I'm telling you, when I first saw this film originally, I liked it. I wasn't in love with it, but I liked it. And going back, seeing it now, it's a fantastic film. It really, really is. It's one of those films that on initial viewing, it might not hit all cylinders for you. But seeing it again, it definitely does. Now, how's it look on 4K? Because that's a big thing. Going from Blu-ray, which looked phenomenal, to going to 4K, this looked amazing in 4K. You have Dolby Atmos on this as well. The sound is fantastic. When he takes off, when he learns to fly for the first time, guys, I cranked it up because I knew it was coming, and I cranked it up, and man, oh man, it almost blew me out of the chair, guys. It was that good. Visually, this is stunning in 4K. It really is. I gotta say, most DC movies in 4K look fantastic. At least to me, they really, really do. Henry Cavill, I think he's good. I mean, he's a different Superman for a different time, a different era of Superman. Is he Christopher Reeve? No, he is not. And he will not, no, and it's an unfair comparison to even put him up against Christopher Reeve because that's just how good he was as Superman. He is the quintessential Superman. But Henry Cavill definitely steps in and does a really, really good job as a Superman for today. And guys, I gotta say, I think my initial viewing of this film when it originally came out was just how dark and how different and how gritty this film was compared to what, the lighthearted Superman films, of years past. But this definitely, I'm telling you, I think I'm becoming a DC fanboy. I really am. Because I just enjoy the realism that Snyder kind of brings, like that darkness, that grittiness, that realism. I love the MCU. I guess I'm just a comic book fan movie, as far as seeing superheroes on film. I'm a big fan, just in general, of those. And with DC, I think it winds up becoming, a bigger deal sometimes because we don't get as many of those as we do MCU films. So when you get a DC film, it winds up being like a bigger deal. Even if you're a big fan or not a big fan, it winds up becoming a big deal because you don't get so many of those films. But with this one, it's better upon second viewing. Really, really good the first time. Way better the second time, guys. I really enjoy it a lot. Going back and watching it, there's just so many little things that pop up in this that you can see, where Snyder wanted to go with his vision. Not just as Superman, but what he wanted to do long term, leading all the way to Justice League. And it's just, Henry Cavill, I'm telling you, he's better now. He's better than I initially realized upon seeing this the first time. I like Henry Cavill. I do. Is he going to, maybe win any awards? Well, you know what? He still has a young career. He still has a long way to go in his career. Who never say never. But he's not a bad actor in these films. And he does a good job. He definitely, especially when he takes on the Clark Kent persona with, wearing the glasses, he becomes very likable. He really, really does. And the action between him and Zod, played by Michael Shannon, the fight scenes in this film, especially in 4K, are ridiculous. They are incredible. They really are. I know a lot of people have a problem, with the ending of the film. I mean, there might be some spoilers that I'm going to throw in here, guys. But at this point, you probably have seen, man. If you're watching this video, you probably have seen Man of Steel. But a lot of people have, with the ending, with Superman ending Zod, basically, having to just finish Zod off. And, really, a lot of people say, Superman doesn't kill, he doesn't do this. But in long run, when you see what Zod was going to do to Earth, what other, what else could Superman do at that? The Phantom Zone was basically closed, was not going to be sending Zod back through there. It was, that was it. There was no other way. And at that time, it was either a group of people who were about to be killed by the heat vision of Zod, or just end Zod right there and then. And, he did what he had to do. But the destruction that is left in the wake of their epic battle, throughout Metropolis is crazy. And, the ramifications of, obviously we see going into, spoiler guys, next week we're going to be talking about Batman v Superman, and just seeing how all that plays together and interlocks into that film, and how Bruce Wayne feels about all that, which we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, guys, this is just an incredible looking film. That's the back, guys, just in case you haven't seen the case on the inside. We have the Blu-ray, we have the 4K. And the special features with this, we have strong characters, legendary roles. Explore the legendary roles of the Superman canon and how they evolved in this new iteration of the Superman story. All-out action, taking superhero action to spectacular heights of realism. It's like a special feature talking about all the action. And Krypton Decoded. Dingle Sprayberry. Clark Kent, age 13, gives the lowdown. He's the one who played, young Clark Kent. Gives the lowdown on the amazing Kryptonian tech, weapons, and spaceships featured in Man of Steel. Guys, again, you got to pick this one up, because if you're going to see Justice League, this is the roots. This is the evolution of how it all began, the origins of how it all began. And, the good thing is we've seen Superman's origin so many times done, whether it be in TV or in film, that they spend some time with it, but they're more like in flashbacks. As, Clark is out, exploring different things. What is his purpose in life? Eventually figuring out that his name is Kal-El. Just a really good, pace of how they get everything to a point without going back and just spending an hour or so just on, the origins and, him growing up in Smallville. And they do the same thing, actually, with Batman v Superman. They don't spend a lot of time with Bruce Wayne's origin, just because we've been there, we've done it, we've seen it before, and so many times before, guys. And I absolutely love this film now. When I was done watching this the other day, I really thought about going and watching it again. It clocks in, I'm going to say, the 143 minutes, but I enjoyed every last minute of it. Again, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people have a problem with it, some people don't. But I really think if you're going to be excited about the Snyder Cut for Justice League, you need to start, at the beginning with this one. And, again, next week we're going to be talking about Batman v Superman. And right before the Snyder Cut, I'm going to get my, going back, watching the Whedon cut of Justice League again. Whedon's version, Joss Whedon's version. Which, again, guys, I've said before in many videos, I do love that film. I really do. Does it have its, problems here and there? Yeah. But as somebody, who I've read some comics, not a lot of comics. Like I said, I've read some, not a whole lot. Primarily, mostly Spider-Man comics. That's really where, where I am as far as, comic book reading goes. But, so to me, and again, seeing the Justice League, I don't want to spend too much time on talking about that, guys, but you're seeing them like in the Justice League animated series on Cartoon Network that I absolutely love. Seeing them come to life was a big deal for me. But I want to see. I've watched it twice. Once in the theater. Once, on Blu-ray when I got it. Or on 4K when I got it. So I'm going to go back again. Just to refresh my memory, before the Snyder Cut. But I'll be talking about that in a couple weeks. But yeah, guys. Man of Steel. Definitely pick this up. It's not too bad on 4K right now. I think it's like $12 to $14 possibly. So it's definitely worth picking up. If you want to go with the slip, you're going to be paying a little bit more because the slip has gone up in price, having it with the slip cover. That's why I just had the standard just on the, the 4K case. But yeah, guys, Man of Steel, fantastic, fantastic cast. If you know, guys, again, if you guys can make that out, just look at the lineup of who is in this. It's like a who's who of, award-winning and award-nominated actors and actresses. Just phenomenal. But yeah, guys, check out Man of Steel. Get yourself prepared for the Snyder Cut. But start with this one, guys. And believe me, if you've seen it before and maybe you were on the fence about it, watch it again. I loved it the second time seeing it, guys. I really, really did. So, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance, and I will see you guys in another video. Take care.